Good evening, Mr. Chairman, sir, and my fellow panelists. I'm Rajiv Saxena, and besides, I jokingly say that I'm a civil engineer by profession. I work in the area of the IT, and I teach management, sir. And today, this is my third presentation of the day. It's not that I don't work, but I really love to interact with the people, mentor with the people. In the morning, I was in a panel discussion or talking about the corporate media nexus, symbiotic or parasitic, in a women's college for Indraprastha University, IP for the Delhi University. Afternoon, I was sitting on the board to select few officers for Registrar General of India as the IT expert. And right now, I'm making a presentation for my work, which I do, especially in the area of the jails. I'm a great believer of the even Lord Krishna, and as you know that he had a long association with the jails. I don't say that I'm going to be Lord Krishna, but I'm trying to make the jail secure in one of my work over there. I have with me my colleague Shashikant Sharma, and I'll introduce to him. And what I'll do is, sir, that I'll make a very small speech of 3 minutes that what we have done in the jails, and I'll give you a live presentation of my application with the biometric, with the facial thing. And one of the main things what we have done over here is that for the lookout messages, because jails become the ultimate repository of the criminals throughout the country. Whether they are the criminals who have crime under the FERA or 2G, 1G, 3G, CWG or 4G or whatever it is, they all land in my jail. And when my minister was getting biometric authentication and getting photographed, and he smiled, and, oh, this work has been done by NIC. So he must, I was told that he smiled, and he was very happy that NIC is also working in the jails over there. So, what happened? Some problem? So what we have done, we have been working in the Tihar jail for a very, very long time, and I know all the ways to move out from the jail, and I know all the gates from where I can enter and safely come out of the jail over there. And I made it a mission because, you know, the jails in any of the state government priority list are the least priority persons of the country over there, sir. No state government is willing to do the funding because they feel that they are taking away the resources because they are living in the jails, eating and getting fat and fatter in the jails, and they are a nuisance to the society. But I don't believe in that particular way, because what is happening, it is our social responsibility for those people who in a fraction of a minute, because when you commit a crime, it is either the lust or the greed or anger of only about 30 seconds. And in a 30 seconds thing, the life changes from a very happy family to a disastrous life, both for the inmate who is in the jail, his family of 4 people on an average as we propagate family planning, and 4 people on the side who has been killed or under whom the crime has been created. As per the total number of the inmates throughout the country, there are about 3.9 lakhs inmates in the country which are going through the crime for different categories, either for the life term under 302 or a co-conspirator under Article 120B or so and so forth. And if you say that there are total number of about 9 people more than that, so about 27 lakh people are totally affected by single crime or lust or theft. People say that they are a threat to the society. So what happens is that when wrong people are being are made out of the jail, it is the responsibility of the jail's superintendents over there, because they have to release the right person. Number one. The second thing is the probable date of the release is a very important aspect. If he is released if we release this particular person one day before on the probable date of release, because he is getting a remission for doing the work or for good work, or he is getting reformed, or on the auspicious occasion of 15th August or 26th of January or 2nd of October, he is getting a straight remission of 15 days in general. And I think you must have read a few days before, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of New Delhi gave a remission of 15 days to all the inmates of the jail at Tihar who are born and brought up in Delhi. So when all these things come into the play, effective IT becomes one of the much needs, and security considerations also comes into the picture. What we have done in certain aspects of that is that we have implemented video conferencing in all the 13 different jails things in the Tihar jail complex, and they have been connected with the 3 or 4 different courts. So for normal hearings, and so what is the it was basically idea is to integrate all the jails in the country, across the country. And let me tell you that I'm trying to see that the courts also comes into the picture, because the courts are being an integral part, because they give bail, etc. and all that. The prosecution also comes into the play to great extent, because many times the lawyers who are attending the courts are not aware that they have to be present in this particular court or this particular criminal, and they are not prepared. And many times this particular main effect that every time this date get deferred, because either the prosecution is not ready or the IO is not ready, because the concerned Thana has not been informed properly. The courts are not aware that how many criminals are likely to come over there for the hearing, or not how many persons are coming. So I'm trying to create a unified Indian criminal justice system where everybody comes into the picture. That is, the Thanas also comes into the picture, the courts also comes into the picture, the jails are administrating themselves, that the right people is getting entered into there, they are being produced in the court, the right people is getting, and on the probable date of release, or what you call it the PDR, the right person is also getting out of the jail over there. So this is my vision, and I've been quite reasonably successful, because about 300 different jails are using my IT system, and it is likely that 134 different jails of the Tamil Nadu will be using this system. 102 different jails in Andhra Pradesh will be using the system. I'm going on 12th to Jammu and Kashmir, which is the most sensitive area of the country. They will be using my IT system over there, so that they will be able to have better governance as far as the inmates are concerned over there. This is how the life cycle looks like over here. So you have the admission, you have the court hearing, whether he is released on bail, it is taken over there. On conviction, it has to be released on acquittal. That is, here the case, depending upon the whatever the CRPC Act has been charged upon, the Honorable Justice gives a verdict that he will be into the jail for so many years or so many months and all that. And when he is making an appeal, because he, on many special occasions, he gets an interim bail. And very often you will be reading about the Nitish Katara case, that he has been in jail for almost about 3 years. But out of the 3 years, he's in a hospital for 9 months. So there are some VIPs, or all men are not equal, but some are more equal. So Nitish Katara is also one of them, and I am able to monitor that who are those lucky birds, that who gets out of the jail on bail or parole or furlough and so on and so forth, and whether he is getting interim bail also. So for how many days he has been going out over there, who are the persons who are escorting him. So all these things are taken into account over there. I'm trying to keep a record of what is the reformation which is going on in the jail over there. Because now the concepts, especially in Bengal, etc., they have changed that it is not a jail. It is now they are called as the correctional services. So there are a lot of NGOs comes into the picture, a lot of training comes into the picture, and each jail has a factory of its own. I think I will invite all of you or most of you to come and visit me along with the jail. And when I requested my jail, sir, would you like to come to my jail? He thought that I'll put him in one of the rooms adjacent to Mr. Raja. My DG is Dr. B.K. Garola. I said, no, sir, I'm not going to keep you there. I promise you I'll bring you back over there. So it's a different type of the word. And so you have a factory where they are being motivated to do work. And one of the most important aspects of the factory is that it provides them employment opportunities. It is very important for all of you, sir, and many of the corporate bigwigs are here, and I request them, under the corporate social responsibility, please adopt some jails. No jokes apart. If you have any, IBM is over here, I think CA was over here, NIIT is over here. I request if they have any old computers which they want to dispose of on 1st of April, I'm a very good customer for you. You don't have, you to just simply give it to me, and I'll show that this will be put to use over here. Because it is very important for them to get reformed. And there's a social angle to that. The reason is that when these poor people, because 95% of the people in Tihar or in any jail are coming from a very, very, very poor strata of the society, sir. What happens that they go to jail, they are the earning members of the society or that family. They are not able to provide any food to them. So they get destitutes, the 4 people which I told about them. If you are providing employment opportunities or new skill attainment to the jail inmates, you are making this person socially acceptable to the family when he is getting released over there. Because if he is getting 100 rupees, he is getting a free food, a free shelter, and of course his people come and we visit to them. He is getting a free medical aid over there, and he is very secured. Let me tell you, for a criminal, jail is the most secure place in the world over there. You commit a crime in MP, you get entered into any of the jails in either in Rajasthan or UP. There is no system in the world is present in India. I hope my system will be able to do that or track down the criminals over there, and they are very safe sitting on a very, very sort of a pigly crime in Rajasthan for 1 year. So they are very safe and scheming things over there. So training, what it does, it gives 50% to the inmate's family, 40% to the victim family, and 10% is there as far as the jail funds are concerned. So this person, if he is having a 14-year life term and if he is getting educated and if he becomes an earning member within the jail, so his social acceptability, and if he is able to earn a lakh of rupee, and for the poorest of the poor, lakh of rupee when it comes out of the jail is a very big amount, so that he will be made socially acceptable to the society in that village over there. So that's how the life cycle over here. Cutting to the story short over there, as I told you, is running in most of the places over there. I'll request a very interesting application which we have developed. This is the front page, etc. It has been security audited by the Mercertin and panel. We are taking photographs. We are keeping in a single page, one sheet per movement over, because I have gone to almost about 55 different jails of the country, and I know, as the IT industry said, the best practices of this jail working over there. So I know most of the things, and we have tried to incorporate the best practices of the different jails in different states, and we have tried to summarize in this particular software development over here. So this is how the details of the business. You have the photograph over here, but here I would like to give you a very interesting application which will be helpful for the policing, for the DG police. And to cut my presentation short, I'll request my teammate Shashikant Sharma to make a live demonstration where if you have a lookout message for any of the criminal, and if he is surrendered in the jail or if he is found in the jail, a message through, because this now the SMS gateway will not work because in NIC domain it will work, but an email will be sent out of the NIC domain to the recipients of that and say, this is the person who is looking out, and this is for the first time we have tried to implement it, and it has been appreciated. We are trying to link this application with the CCTNS. I've already got a request from the Ministry of Home Affairs that how we can integrate these two applications. So over to you, Shashi. I'll just take 5 minutes and give you this demo, and then we end it over there.
Good evening, everybody.
I think you registered so that biometric
Yes,
and
yes,
photographs and just take the process and finally the lookout message.
yes. We have to restart everything because the system was restarted. Uh, See what happens. We are talking about security, security, and security. People are breaching it everywhere. Ultimately, they will land to jail. So we can stop them avoiding breaking the security again or committing the crime again. So we have a database of prisoners who are visiting a jail at least once. If they come to jail and police is looking for them, police officer will come to the jail and say, yes, I want this prisoner. Whenever he comes to jail, please tell me. This is one thing. We have integrated this facility in the system itself. Once prisoner is registered with the jail database and police asks for him, then police officer will get, the investigating officer will get the SMS as well as the email. I'll show you live only, this thing live only. So,
We have got different role modes for each and every. The court have a different role play. The administrators have a different role play. All the jailers in the jail will have a role play. DG police will be having a role play. The people who do the data entry and do that will have a role play. The prosecution team has a role play, and the police will have another entry into the system over there.
so here we have, I'll show you the list of the prisoners who are transferred from the court. Like these are the prisoners, like Rakesh Mishra, Shashi, we have, just now I have entered this data. So suppose he is the prisoner. He is a prisoner and he has come from court to jail. He will be first verified. He is the same person because Mr. X is coming from the court and sometimes, maybe in some state we should not name, Mr. Y will reach in the jail. So this happens. This happens sometimes. We should not name any state. But here,
So the numbers will remain the same, but the person may get changed over there.
so here he will be verified.
Possible.
So here he is verified that fingerprint of Rakesh Mishra is verified. Now this was the first step. He is Mr. X only. Next step is whether he is the same person, same prisoner for which police is looking for. So his finger will be entered there. Yes, it is taking time means it is now sending the SMS and the mail to the officer who has registered this prisoner. Like sir, I'll because I have my account created in this machine, so I'll show you. I have my Gmail account registered with this. Sir, you must have seen the movie Sholay, where the Thakur says, "I need these giant Viru." It is like that only. So they will get immediately the SMS or the mail. So here we have got this mail. The person named Rakesh Mishra you were looking for has arrived at jail number 0. This is for your information and necessary action at your end. This is the information to the investigating officer. He can use it, he can misuse it also. So it depends on the authority. Ultimately, this system is going to help. It is up to the authority to use it in a positive way or negative way. This is what the system is, sir. Thank you.
The system has got a lot of features in that.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you the screen, general screen, sir. Like, sir, in one screen you can see everything about a prisoner. Suppose I say prisoner is, suppose Shashi is the prisoner. Just search for him. Just come down. Suppose Shashi. Suppose he is the prisoner. Now she is the prisoner. Names are there. Her entry is there. Cases are there. Who are coming to meet her. Court actions are there, remissions, convictions, everything. If at all it is there, appeal, documents, everything we are trying to provide. This is what the system is. Thank you.
And what we have done, one of the most important feature in the police governance is that who comes to meet and And what we have done, we have tried to control the meeting or the visitors to the inmate by creating a visitors management system and linking with the inmate over there. So he may come to meet, but his photograph is being taken and it is being recorded in the database. And so when we put a central thing and when you click that, go to the database, and then we can give that at what time and how much time he came and what was his village. So we can even send the SMS to verify that whether he is a real visitor or he is somebody who is linked with the criminal. Tihar Jail Authority says that once we have implemented a visitors management system, the load on the visitors system has decreased dramatically, because if I am a criminal or if I have a tendency to be a criminal, I'll never get myself photographed at any given time, because I'm trying to leave my footprints in a digital world, and I'm trying to keep my photographs so that I'm able to be traced sometime. So the number of the visits have really declined, and this is one of the main security considerations, because no untoward accident, because when they meet, they discuss about the people, discuss about the things. There can be gangs who are going to meet it over there. So this is what it has got n number of the features. It has been awarded many times as far as the jail implementation and software is concerned, and it has been appreciated and by many, both by the police people and jail people. Well, thank you for your patience, and thank you so much.